Hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Today I'm at Universal Studios Hollywood to check up on the park this week and see what's new. So how about you and I dive right in. Starting off here in City Walk, it looks like no visible progress on the old Sandal location. Let's check up on the other locations that have been changing too. Over here at It's Sugar, it looks like they're doing some exterior facade work where King Kong hangs out. And it looks like right here, I don't know if that was damage or if they're just kind of testing something out. See how easy it is to take apart. But yeah, it looks just to be some exterior facade work for the It's Sugar building. Over at the Antojitos Mexican restaurant, walls are still up, but they did install this big awning on the outer edge of the restaurant, so looks like there'll be some new outdoor seating, which will be great. But as far as that, no other visible progress this week. Still no visible progress on this shop as well, and Element, which is over by Hot Topic. I didn't see anything different on the storefront there. Still don't know what's going in these new spaces. Universal still hasn't made an official announcement. The newest closure though is this particular store. This closed just a couple days ago, and I wonder what it's going to be. Again, Universal's being extremely vague on their new offerings in City Walk, and it looks like, judging from all the new offerings here at City Walk, they're moving towards what's going on in Orlando and incorporating similar restaurants and shops. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens for the next couple months. Starting off in the front of the park, it looks like we have some truss system for some intelligent lighting or some spotlights. It might be for tonight's grad night celebration, or it might be for tomorrow's Run Universal event, which runs this weekend. It is Universal's first 5K run, which is pretty exciting. But I think this is what this structure is for. Over by the New York Street facades, looks like they have some grad night photo opportunities for the kids, so that's really cool. Over here at The Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash, you can kind of see through the scrim at some of the details of the New York Street facades they're working on. You can see some of the different window sills and the different building structures they got going on. It's still all completely covered up, so it's pretty hard to kind of make out fine details, but we can kind of see through it a little bit. All right, so here's the other side of the facade. This is the closest side to Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. I wonder if this section right here will be the entrance of the attraction. Kind of looks like it. So the biggest news here at this park for Despicable Me was the removal of the 3D elements to this attraction. And now the ride is entirely 2D. So they've upped the screen quality, so it's more HD. But they removed the 3D aspect on this. So me personally, I just feel like this is kind of a weird decision, because that was the one kind of, let's say, gimmick that this ride had going for it. Now it's just kind of similar to Simpsons and Kung Fu Panda. So that leaves 3 rides here in the upper lot that are pretty similar and pretty much do the same thing. It's kind of interesting seeing the market change, because for a while there, everything was in 3D and 3D was extremely popular. And now it seems like people are just kind of annoyed with 3D, or not really having that on their top priority list as far as attractions. I think people want more immersive technology and more immersive set design, and I think Despicable Me lacks on that a lot. And that's why I'm really looking forward to rides like Jurassic World in the future, because rides like Jurassic World and the Harry Potter coaster in Orlando use more practical sets and don't really rely on the screen technology. So that's what I like personally, and I think the rest of the industry is leaning more towards that as well. Here's a current look at the lower lot construction for Jurassic World and that Super Nintendo project. But also, as I was walking up here, I noticed that they'd taken out this little lookout thing that used to sit right here. Looks like they took this one out too. Probably easier just for people to look over the side. There's really not much to look at as far as like trying to get something really, really close. You can see down here that they've installed some blue awning on the upper patio that used to be utilized, and I'm wondering if they're going to utilize this once Jurassic World opens. And then over here on this end of the Nintendo project, you can see that they've started building a retaining wall similar to the one that was over here, So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same, and this might be another attraction, because it looks like they're building some foundation work right here. It might either be an attraction or it might be some shops and restaurants and those kind of facilities. If you look a little closely, you can see that they've installed some safety railing on the top of that new show building for Jurassic World. Over here in the plaza, they have a stage set up for all the grad night celebrations in the coming weekends. So that's really cool. Looks like this is where all the main events are going to happen. And I believe they have other DJ stations throughout the park. Looks like we have another grad night stage set up over by the Simpsons ride, which is awesome. And they also have these lighting stands here as well with all the intelligent lighting already installed. All right, let's head down to the lower lot to check out the construction there. Oh wow, down in the lower lot right next to Mummy, they've cleared out this entire section right here. So maybe we will see a Halloween Horror Nights maze here. That's exciting. The construction for Halloween Horror Nights should be starting very, very soon, because around this time last year is when they started building this particular maze. There's definitely some progress down at Jurassic World, so how about we go down the escalators and get a little closer to check it out. So down here at the new Raptor Encounter building, it looks like they've been installing some more steel, so that's really cool. They've finished this completely, so all that's left to do, I would assume, is just pave this. And it looks like they're going to be using the pavers. At least that's what they look like over there. It might be pavers, because it doesn't look like textured concrete. Unless it is, because you see some rebar right there in the bottom corner. So it looks like they'll go ahead and bring that right here, and then this will be like the entrance. Looks like they need to install some, either some electrical right there, and that'll be done. Still need to install the outer sheeting on this. And then we're just working on what looks to be an exit, or this might be a backstage area for the performers that'll be inside here. Looking towards the gift shop, you can see that they've taken down the sign that used to be right here. That's completely gone now, so I don't know if they'll replace it with a new one, or they'll bring back the old one just with some different lettering. Yeah, and at a closer inspection, it looks like this is going to be concrete, and then they use a stamp to texture it to make it look like rock. At first I thought they were pavers, but it looks like it's actual concrete. You can see kind of right here too, the lip of the concrete. The new rock work looks really cool too on the sides of the planters, and they brightened them up a little bit too. They used to be dark, but now they're a little bit lighter, so I'm assuming they'll do the same with these, or they'll keep this color and turn that, or bring that color onto these ones right here. So that'll look really cool. And then over here, it looks like they're building a structure, so I don't know if this is going to be like a food stand or some sort of like I don't know. What am I doing? So yeah, on closer inspection, it looks like this is going to be a concession stand, like the one that used to sit over in this area over here. So it looks like they're just going to move it over here and free up this space entirely for people to sit. Over here next to Transformers, the extended queue line is slowly but surely moving along. Looks like all they have to do now is just install the awning that'll go over, or the tent structure that will go all the way over, so people don't get a sunburn. And they've installed the poles and some of the railing, so that's pretty much all that needs to be done, and then the stanchions for the queue line, and then that's it. And then over here at the Nintendo project, quite a bit of work continues to happen, especially with this center structure right here, the support. Looks like they've been installing some electrical on this one and the farther end of that. And then over here in the corner, it looks like they're starting some work as well on another foundation. It's gonna be cool to look back on this once it's complete, just to see the progress on this, because I still don't know what this building's gonna look like. I know I need to look at the structures in Japan to see if they're going to be similar, if it is the Nintendo land. So if anything, I would think they would do a carbon copy of that, maybe on a different scale, just because of the space that's over here in Hollywood. But whatever this building is going to be used for, it is a massive one. And right as I was walking up, it looks like they've turned the water on. The water was off when I was over here before. Looks like they're getting ready to do some testing. Going back up to the upper lot, I've noticed that they've numbered the stairs. So if you're climbing the stairs, you'll know exactly how many flights or how many steps you're taking all the way up. And last but not least, same story goes for the outside look at Secret Life of Pets on the outer perimeters of the park. Again, same thing as last week, really not much to see, and it's going to be kind of difficult to see until they take all the scrim down. So definitely keep you guys updated in the coming weeks and months. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because you won't want to miss out on all the new content I have every single week. Be sure to check out my Instagram page at Theme Park Obsession. And other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time in the park. Bye.